Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some more The Raft, shall we? Picking up where we left off, and we're continuing our guide for complete beginners. And I just want to say, everyone, oh, interesting. You know what? I started my game, and I don't know why, but my inventory is empty upon resuming my world. And so it might be... That's terrifying. I think... what happened is, so I have installed a new computer and I moved files over, my save file over from another computer, and I think something got lost in translation with the save file where I have the world, but for whatever reason I don't have the items that I had collected in that world. So that's going to set us back a bit because we don't have some of our instruments, but we're just going to deal with it. And we're going to talk a little shop. So we do have all of the stuff here, which is great. Why there is nothing inside the storage box, I don't quite understand, but anyway. I want to bring to mind some tips from people who are watching who are better Raft players than I am, and we're going to bring those into the fold. So one of the main things I wanted to do with this episode was continue being self-sufficient and start talking about garden plots and things like that. And we're going to do that. We're also going to make the raft bigger, which was a great piece of advice. And we're probably going to go ahead and just build 2 grills and 2 water purifiers just to, make it so we can do more of that at once. It's really nice to have a lot of water purifying when you have multiple garden plots. We're also going to take Hermes' advice about making more of a T-shape on the front of the raft so that we can collect more stuff. And what we're going to build up to getting nets. Nets are just unbelievable because they help you automate the collection of items. You just put them on the front of your ship, and whenever something is touched by the net, it will just go in there. So you can then be doing something else and just passively collecting the debris that floats on by, barrels, whatever. They can hold multiple items. They're great. It is annoying that the shark will, consume them, but that's okay. So I'm going to try to just make the best of the fact that we, for no fantastic reason, lost everything. One thing that I will mention about it is, even though we lost our entire inventory, you see how fast we're getting everything back? And this is important where if you die, as long as you keep your raft together, you're in much better shape. So we're going to go ahead and craft up a hammer. And I would like to have a spear. Oh, I don't have enough leaves. Wow. All right, well, we will hope to get some. Now, I could be wrong about this, but in my experience, it seems like after you've been playing for a bit, like their leaves are at an abundance at the beginning, but it feels like they taper off a little bit, which is a shame, but you can get them on islands by chopping down trees. All right, so, well, what do? They took our stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and put my hammer over here, and I'm going to just start, making our raft bigger. And we can start with the T-shape. One of the things that I did this on my Let's Play. I had a bit of a T-shape. You just have to be careful not to fall off, and I'm rather clumsy, so that is something to be mindful of. But one of the great tips that was also given in the comments, and again, thank you so much, everybody who's a raft expert, for sharing advice to help me and new players just really enjoy this and get better. I got to get this first one and see if I can get the other one. Oh, boy, I thought I had it. That is tragic. Let me see. No, it's not going to work. Okay. So the shark is going to bite that away, and I don't have enough to make a spear, so I just have to accept it. It's okay. Because we can just build that again. So we've got our T-shape going. Now, let me finish my thought. One of the tips that was given that was so great was that, basically, I'm just making the T so I can get this. Why not? The way that the game sources the debris is that it flows towards you using the center 2x2 grid of your raft as the focal point. So the bigger you can make the raft, the more you'll put yourself in a position where just everything comes to you. All right, so I think that's enough to make a spear. Excellent. All right, let me get that down there. That feels good. We're getting there. We're getting there. And this is just a great illustration of how quickly, you can get back on your feet as long as you've got a nice raft. Okay. Now, you don't need to build the raft all the way over. You can just do your very best. I'm going to miss it, but I'm not going to miss this one. Oh, and look at that. Right behind me was another one. So great. Just make the front of your raft big enough so you can walk side to side. There we go. All right. We are really, really gathering more now. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to build out here. And now we have a shortage of plastic. No problem. Let's think about what else we might want to build. We got a decoration. So this box right here, it's just a piece of furniture that you can build. And I'm just going to hold left click to unwrap it. And we learned how to make a globe. So most of this stuff, if not all of it, is cosmetic. But it's great. You can really make your abode homey. I need all these leaves for sure. Excellent. Plastic we want. Okay, so I guess I have to have a cup or I'm going to die. So we need to get 2 more pieces of plastic. I'm not going to build any more raft until I can build myself a cup. Yay. There. But you can see once you get this T shape, you can just run back and forth almost like a typewriter and just, get all of this stuff. And there it is. I need to make a fishing rod. That's going to take a lot of rope. But we will rebuild. Oh boy, I fell. The shark was on it. I was in for like 2 seconds. The shark was like, nope, I gotcha. It did. That's okay. I'm going to fill with fresh water and drink. And we're going to get some more water here. And let's see. The fish remained. Okay. Got a lot of planks, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and put that here. Now, I don't know if I researched a rope yet. I don't think that I did. I'll check it. I did, okay. I just wanted to make sure. So if we want to... let me see what we got. Oh, yeah, here they come. We lost our paddle, which is going to take a lot of plastic. But that's okay. It's getting choppy. We're getting waves. All right. Next, we got to get a fishing pole, and then we'll be back on track. There we go. I mean, the rope is really good for us at this point. I hear him. Nah, didn't do it fast enough. I can't. I almost did it. I was so tempted to do it, but we don't want to do that right now because we want to make sure that we can create the fishing rod. Got it. All right. Food is going to be coming in a little bit easier for us. This is a lot of plastic. This will help us build up the raft. And here's a barrel. Tremendous. Okay, so let's see about building a crop plot. So we'd like a medium crop plot is fine. It's actually easier for us to build because it takes scrap instead of plastic. And I'm just going to put it right here is... I'm going to put it over here instead. Oop, I always do that. Medium crop pot crafted. Oh, I made 2. Okay, that's actually fine. That's fine. We need a lot of crops. So I'm going to rotate this like this, and we're going to put one here and here. The small crop plot is going to be better for our potatoes, but we'll use the medium crop plots for now because they're easy for us to make. But they're going to be really important when we get onto an island and we want to grow watermelon and pineapple, and those are great because they give you some hydration as well. All right, we got a decoration package. Very nice. So I'm going to select my potatoes, and I'm just going to plant them. Oops, I ate one. I meant to plant it. That's okay. And we will then fill this with fresh water and water the crops. Now, if it's raining, you will not have to water your crops, but now we have a new concern. So we're already trying to listen for the shark and, make sure that if the shark starts biting, that we turn around and kill it with our spear. We're now going to start listening for the seagull, because the seagull is going to try to eat our crops, and we do not want that to happen. So if you hear the seagull, all you have to do is run over to it and just, basically touch it with your character, and you will ruin its life, and it will fly away. You need to water your crops only once, and they actually grow pretty rapidly. I'm going to just drink, and I'm going to fill up again and go like this. And I'm going to put my fishing pole over here, and we're going to open up these decorations. We got an open book. Oh, man, I missed looking at my book. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm feeling good. We have a lot of plastic, so this is a good time for us to start extending the raft a bit. Okay, we got a beet, which we can plant. We actually have 4 beets. So these you can plant in the smaller plot, and it's actually better because there's 3 spaces for them. But because this is what we built, and we're planning for the future, this is going to be fine. Oh, and I didn't need to water it because it was raining. But that's okay, because I can just drink this and go ahead and fill this up. And there we go. I'm going to pick up the plastic. All right, perfect. So another tip that I got was involving crop plots and making a small crop plot, and then the fact that you can actually stick it underneath the research table, and if you do this, then the seagull won't be able to get to it. So, it kind of protects it. That was a great tip. I didn't realize you could do that, but that's fun. So that has 3 slots for potatoes and beets, which are the most common foods that we're going to find in barrels and stuff early in the game. Now we are rolling. Yeah, it sounds like the shark is back there. But whatever. You do that. I'm going to fix that. Okay. And I like to make this a little bit wider. It's not necessary. Here's the seagull. Just make sure you can see their shadows. Make sure you get them out of here. And these are almost grown. You see how fast it's going? This is out of planks. Let's give these back. And let's go ahead and do a little fishing, running low on food. And we got ourselves a big fish, and we're just going to cook it. There's the seagull. So just run over and tap it out of the way, and it's gone. It's raining, so all of our crops are getting free water, even the ones underneath. So we can see if we have anything else. We don't. All right. So I'm going to start building the raft a little bit bigger. I think that the back end is a little too shallow for my liking. So I'm going to build that up. And we're actually running low on planks now, which it's funny how the balance of power shifts between what you have, but that's okay. There's a rig over there. We can't get to it. No problem. Just continue picking up whatever you can find. And I'm going to fill this with fresh water and drink. And go. And I'm going to pick up my fish and eat it. And let's go ahead and fish and pick up this barrel. Oh, there's a bunch of barrels. Great. All right. Here we go. Excellent, excellent. Okay. So at this point, I have the tilapia, put it down there, and these potatoes are done. Harvest, harvest. And while it's raining, we can just plant some more. Now, remember, in the future, we're going to use the smaller plot for this, but for now, this is fine. And you see how I planted that and how many it gave me. There's the barrel. Great. So you're going to get a surplus of vegetables really, really quickly. We probably want to build another plot. We definitely want to build another stove because grilling potatoes takes quite a bit of time, and it doesn't give you that much hunger relief. Fish do a pretty good job of helping you out. I'm going to have to make another plastic hook very soon. Excellent. Okay, I don't want to fall off. All right, so let's take a look at what we can make. Now, we can make a bed, sure. I'm going to craft a nail and research it. I don't have any sand, but you always want to make sure you research pretty much everything that you can. A sail would be good for us at this point. But I'm going to try to make another grill. So I will. And I'm going to go to the research bench. And I'm going to pop the nail on there and research it. And then we learned how to make trophy boards and nets. So nets are going to be the thing. Also, we learned how to make a scarecrow. And the scarecrow is actually kind of cool. It'll protect your crops. And it does so by making the seagull attack the scarecrow instead of... There we go. instead of your crops, and the scarecrow will eventually break, but it gives you like some relief. Darn. Okay. Now, scarecrow. Or me, I'm the scarecrow. I'm going to show you that you can actually right-click, and then this is another thing I wanted to explain. You can repair this. So if you right-click the hammer and you go to the bottom and you select repair, you can then, for one board, we can just fix that up. And then make sure you go back to foundation, but you can build other things too. By holding right-click, you can have other options to build. You know, you can build triangular foundations if you want, floors and, you know, roof, pillars to start really tricking out your base. Right now, we're still just making foundation, but that's fantastic. Okay. And I'm just going to continue attempting to build our base a little bit bigger, but as you can see, planks are an issue. I'm going to build us a sail. I think that's a good idea. We're getting more of a T-shape, getting our base bigger, so you can see how side to side we can get just about anything that passes on by. Okay, we got a lot of leaves, but not that many planks. And let's start putting some nets on just to demonstrate what those can do as well. So we researched a net, and the net we can make down here, and it's going to take a good bit of rope and nails. Nails are easy, but again, we need planks. So I'll make one just to show you. We want them all the way along the front, and then we can actually sit back and relax somewhat. We could also make a bed if we wanted to pass the time, but I don't think it's necessary at the moment. Always check your crops and just make sure that the circle is dark around them so that you can tell that they've been watered adequately. I'm going to pick up this tilapia, and I'm going to actually grill a potato, and then we're going to put down this other grill. Just put it right next to it. Make life easy. And then we can, you know, grill another potato. And just get some more food coming in. Excellent. And we're going to fill this with salt water and check out our water. Actually, there's water there already. Oops, I pushed the wrong button. Okay, well, if you accidentally drink salt water, it's a shame, but it's not the end of the world. All right, fill it up, and there, put that on there. Great. Okay. So I'm going to need even more planks because I used some for the fires, but that's okay. We'll harvest, and I'm going to plant some more taters, and that's fine. It's doing fine. Awesome. All right. So just put the plank, the net, somewhere that you think would be harder for you to get to, but it's in a good spot. So, like, let's just say we put it right here. I'm going to craft it, and we just set this net down right there. And then if anything touches that, it goes in. And again, not if I have it on my hook, but you will hear a sound effect of the net getting filled up. And that is your cue. You've caught something. All right, we're going to pick up these potatoes, and we're going to eat some cooked potatoes. Sweet. Now, if I want to make a sail, it is not going to be easy. But honestly, it's just some crap. It's some scrap. Oh, I fell. Okay. You hear that? It caught something. All right. Oh. Got it. Okay. So that's another net. But darn. So sad. I hate it. So that was a case where my hook was out and I had to reel it in. I should have pushed X to just remove or whatever, but and I couldn't switch to my spear. And that is what the shark will do. Prioritize your nets, and the nets are just such a resource sink that if you can't get there fast enough, you lose it, and it's really sad. It hurts the soul when that happens. So sometimes I don't make nets until I have planks in abundance. But there, you know what I do have? A good bit of plastic. Let's see if we can get over to this island, shall we? So remember, just aim. Ooh, we got a crate. Aim this baby. And I'm going to aim it for the far side of the island so that I have the best chance of getting stuck. Remember, the front of our raft is enormous. So what I'm trying to do is get us wedged here. And I'm going to stop rowing and just see what happens and see if we can get stuck. And we are. So this is good, but we'll need a paddle to get out of this spot. Now, this will allow us to explore the island, get a bunch of things to research, some better crops to plant. But remember, the seagull can still come and the shark can still come. It's still swimming in these waters. There's also some sand and clay and stuff on the floor of the ocean here that is shallow enough for us to get to when we're on an island. So this will be our first time getting to explore an island. Just make sure that your raft doesn't drift off without you. It's possible that it does, and you can simply respawn if that happens. I'm going to fill this. I need to water these crops, and these need watered as well. We'll get there. We'll get there. These are ready to go. Harvest, 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 and we're going to plant these potatoes. There you go. So this is a good place to end this episode. We got wedged onto an island. We're going to go explore this. We need to make an axe so that we can start chopping down some trees and getting some more supplies for ourselves. And we're going to see what happens when we do get stuck. We cannot stay here. I mean, you can, but it's not preferable because you want to start getting some more of these items that are out there. But there's a lot of stuff that we can get and research and get these seagulls out of here, for example. Everyone, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. We've got an island to explore. We've got a raft to get bigger. We still have some more work to do, just getting the basics, but our foundation is getting stronger and stronger, and I hope that this is useful to you as you learn to play the raft. Thank you, everyone who is a raft pro, for sharing your expertise and your advice. I really appreciate it. I will check you all next time. Take care.